Good afternoon, fellow traders. It's Black Coffee Trader coming to you on a Friday, the 7th of February. And here's the quick recap. We went from $1,000 green day to $1,000 red day. Oh, morning session was great. 3 trades, positive. And then the afternoon session, I had one trade that was a very upsetting trade with one of these stupid market moves, and that created a little mini tilt session, and we ended up giving back all of our profits. So very frustrating, but let's just dive right in. So as you can see on the oldest accounts, the top 7 here, I did have a very nice day. That was a one trade up $157 across all those accounts. That was very, very key because this account had almost been blown, and this one here was getting pretty close as well. And now we have those up to 300 and 400 in drawdown, which is still not very good, but way better than what it was. And I'm not going to worry about it. If I lose those, I lose those. But I'm just trying to get and find good setups. And let's just jump into those trades. Or that trade was right here after we had this big drop off. We had a very nice hitchhiker short trade, and the morning trades, by the way, were very, very good. The winners were very, very nice trades. I was out of here for $160 profit. Well, yeah, you can see 157 after disc or after commissions, but just a very nice trade. I basically set my profit target down here just above this key level, got that full flush, so very, very happy with that. Just in with 2 micros, very nice trade, locked in. I actually after I think around lunchtime, I locked myself out of these accounts because I was like, I'm not going to risk that, especially with this lower drawdown. I definitely want to stay in the positive on those accounts. And then on the other accounts, so the 940 trade triggered this morning, and I wasn't really that thrilled with it. However, because it's a mechanical trade, it's if you don't take it, I mean, I just feel like I need to take it if it's there and live with the consequences. So it signaled long, and so I took it up here, and we had this candle was the closing candle that, basically this candle was green, the 930 candle was green, and so as long as we had anything that closed above here, it was triggering a long trade. So but anyway, I was hoping it would pull back a little bit more before that candle closed, and it just simply didn't. But yeah. Anyway, I hung in that trade for quite a while. I was in there for about 20 minutes. Was almost, my profit target was right about there, right about at that line that I drew for a resistance level. And I got really close, and I almost closed it, but I also knew that if I do close it and it rips, I'm going to be very upset with myself. So I just left it go, and I said, you know what, it is what it is. And then we had this big rip down, obviously this huge move down, and that took me out. So we lost 132 on that initially, but here's the big but. I made it all back on this next trade. So right here was the short I took on these top accounts, and then we bounced right off this 700 level, and that was one of the things that I was kind of looking for, is if we fall apart, the 700s may come into play and we may hold the 700s. Well, I got in long there and was out with $140 some trade, and that put these accounts in the green slightly. So I was up at that point after 3 trades in the morning session. I was up over about actually 1100, I think, is where I was at after the morning session. And I was like, you know what? That makes the week green, makes the month green. Let's just walk away. And I pretty much did. And then after lunch, I saw this move happening. And this is probably why it would be better to just lock the charts and walk away. But I saw this, obviously we formed this low and we started to push out of here. And once we crossed the 700 once again, the same level that was in play here this morning, once we crossed that again, I thought, okay, we are going to push. This is going to go. And I entered here a little bit prematurely. This was a hitchhiker setup, not an A+ for sure. But because the move was so strong, I wasn't impulsive because I was watching it. I actually almost jumped in here. It didn't. Watch the move go all the way up. And I said, well, if we see signs that this pushes, I'm going to go in. And so I finally did. I was a little sad that I didn't enter here, but I just wanted more confirmation. entered there, and we started to pull back, and I thought, ouch, you know what, this is probably going to go back and retest the 700s and then go long. So I moved my stop all the way down here, which is a lot more than I typically do. Again, I was just in with 2 contracts, 2 micros. So we retest the 700s, we start slowly pushing out, and a few times here I thought about just closing the trade, you know, down $2 or $3, literally, and I still would have had $1,000 green day easily. And I just didn't, and that was such a stupid move. But again, my thesis was that we're just retesting the 700s and we're going to push out of here. Well, I don't know who hiccuped in Congress, but someone burped and we had a big move down. That took me out, and honestly, I hate to admit this, but it really kind of triggered me. And I kind of went on a mini little tilt session here, and I jumped in on a short trade here for a winner, and then I was looking for this to bounce, and I was really just looking at these low areas going, well, this is the bottom, and I was trying to catch a falling knife, and it just didn't work. Very clearly did not work. You know, I had a little winning trade here, had a losing trade here, had another losing trade here, and then I stayed out of it. And when we started to finally make this bottom and start to push back out, I went long right here. I got reverse positioned on one account for some stupid reason. So that red trade is basically a break even, nothing. But I had a winning trade here. And then on this little wick push up, I entered this thing long, and we started to push out of here, and then all at once we again fell apart. And that was the trade that I just said, you know what, I have had it. I completely wrecked this day, wrecked on those accounts. I mean, I'm happy that the top accounts are in good shape. So but you know, really the mistake here is not so much this trade. The mistake was when I saw this thing for 8 minutes not be able to break through my entry. That should have been the cue to just kill it, take a small loss, and then look for a better entry, or just, you know, walk away for the day, because I would have been green by $1,000. So anyway, that was a tough lesson, very frustrating afternoon. I mean, the good part is even though we had a bit of a tilt session here, I didn't do that much damage. We're down like 250 across all the accounts, 260 maybe. So, and again, yeah, we've got a few here that are like 500-600 and drawdown, but we've also got several that are in pretty good shape. So I am upset with myself for the mismanagement there, but you know, so be it. No use crying over spilled milk. But yeah, basically today was about a 400 point sell-off from the 970s to the a little over 400 points actually. So huge sell-off today. And I can tell you, I was actually looking this morning, I was looking at this kind of stair step. You know, we've kind of stair stepped our way up. And you know, here we had these lows right here, you know, highs down to these lows, push back out, turned this into support. You know, these highs turned into support, pushed, held those, pushed back up. And that's why I really felt that even if we come to the 700s, we're just going to push. We're going to kind of build, kind of continue to stair step. And that was my anticipation. And I was just wrong. You know, we basically, you know, we have now, I think, triple top maybe. Yeah, we had basically one. You could almost, I mean, if you consider these little wicks out of here, you could go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rejection points now at this 962. And I think this is also, yeah, this is where we had that big DeepSeek market crash, was right here off of that level. So we got right up to that level. And I mean, it rejected like to the T perfectly. So pretty crazy how this market has reacted since that news has come out. We have just not been able to break that. And yeah, anyway, just simply got a little bit trashed this afternoon. Very happy with my morning session, but my afternoon session not so good. And again, we're still kind of trading in this box. I've talked about this before. We're really kind of just stuck in this zone. And for some reason, we can't seem to break out of this zone. I'm hoping that we break to the upside. I'm more of a bull than a bear. I like when the market's trending higher. But, you know, in any case, that's kind of where we're at. So in any case, that is the recap of today. So unfortunately, not the best. Let's take a quick look here at my trades for the week. We really didn't have that bad of a week. I mean, I'm down $2,000 this week. Is that right? Oh, yeah. No? Let me pull up the TradeZilla. I didn't think so. So today, $1,000. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, never mind. I'm smoking something. We are down $2,000 for the week. I was thinking this morning that, yeah, I'm all confused because I had a great morning and then the afternoon I gave it back. So down $2,000 for the week. Definitely not the start I wanted to, but honestly, I really didn't trade that bad this week. I really had, these were combined days that I had an afternoon session that I kind of got wrecked on a couple trades. And today I had an afternoon session where I, got myself hurt a little bit on a couple trades. So other than that, I actually traded pretty well. Monday was pretty much break even. So, I'm not that upset with myself. I just need to focus, like I said yesterday, on having better discipline. But on the week, on the top accounts there, we're basically down $200. And on the bottom accounts, the bottom half, I'm basically down about $40. And the new account, I'm down 200. So not bad at all. Granted, I don't want red. I'd rather have a green week, but it could be far worse than what it is. So we're going to take what we learned this week, the focus on discipline, and I might need to just, if it's green in the morning, by lunchtime, walk away and don't come back in the afternoon. So anyway, that's that. So I'll leave you with that. It's Friday, and even though we had a red day, it's going to be a good weekend, and hope you guys had a great day and a great week. And want to say thank you again for using code BCT with Apex and Take Profit Trader, giving you the best discounts there. And also wanted to say thank you to the new subs that we've got. Slowly but surely keep trickling the sub count up a little bit. So thank you. And also thanks for hanging out. Thanks for following along my trading journey. Have a great weekend, and we'll catch up with you next week. Take care, and so long.